Hi everyone, this is Tara with Craftin Desert Divas. I wanted to stop in and give you a quick video of the new mini release. I've only got one stamp that's 4x6 coordinating dies, and then one more die of the fancy frame. This first one up is the new Beyond Measure. It's great for back to school or just to make for a teacher, but there's also a lot of other possibilities, just not for school. I think there are some other cute little sentiments on here that you could use to make different cards. But let me go over them and show you real quick. Up at the top here, this is the ruler image. There's some little sentiments. The scissors, that little worm, I think he's a cutie patootie there. I like him with his little glasses. We've got a pencil, the glue, a set of books, the apple, the little A+, that looks like it's in handwritten. This right here, the crayon, which I used on one of my cards. There's also coordinating dies that match with it. Ruler, the crayon, pencil, the stack of books, the glue, the apple, the little worm. Those are perfect together. Make it real quick and simple to cut things out. You don't have to use your machine if you don't want to. Last but not least is the new dies, fancy frames. As you can see, this is on one of my backers that is for the 4x6 stamp. So this is a really good size set. This large scalloped die will be a good base for a regular A2 size card. It's got the scallop edges, and if you can see, let me bring a little close up here. You can see the little pattern is a different pattern. I don't think anybody else has it out there. It's the little stitch and then the little pierce, which is a little dot. I sometimes do that a lot when I'm using my white jelly roller pen. I'll do a line, then a dot, and I thought, oh, that would make a good little pattern around some dies. Something different and not just the plain stitch, so I thought it was nice. All the sizes for these will be in the shop underneath them. All the sizes will be listed right underneath the picture so you can take a look at them. I'm not going to go over the sizes today. But this large one has a scallop. The next one is just a regular rectangle with the stitching and the pierce pattern, then another scallop. There's a smaller little square. There's two little tabs here. This one I call the fancy. This is sort of more of a banner tab. They've got the little stitch and pierce pattern along each of the bottom edges there, which I think is something different. I hope you like them. I really like them. The girls, my design team has been asking for some dies like that, so I decided to make those. I was quickly going to show you some of the cards that I made for the sneak peeks in the hop. I wanted to show you what I made. The first day I showed, for the fancy frames, I showed the shaker card here. You know, I always need birthday cards with the girls in school. As you can see, it shakes. I used the outdoor landscape dies for the grass. This is I made with the fancy frame dies. I cut out, this is the larger one with the scallop. Then I did the square one, and then I cut out the inside of the second size here and made a little frame around here to make my shaker card. I did acetate on top. I popped it up with some foam tape. I added the little monkey, some of the animals here from It's All About Zoo. The little giraffe is from the So Long stamp. So's a little swirl. These are some of my starburst sequins. You can see them shake there. My girls like to shake them a lot. Here's the one fancy die cut out. I stamped the HBTU from, I believe it's my short and sweet tag stamps, and I thought it was pretty cute. I really like those little animals, and I like that you can shake the little sequins. So that's that one. My second sneak peek day, let me put this one aside. I showed this card here. This one I really like. I did some masking. I learned that in one of those online classes, and I really like that technique. I did the bottom base with the large fancy frame die. There's the inner one. I used my Spectrum Noir markers to color him in. I masked off. I put the apple. I masked him on and did the books. Quick, easy, colored him in. I put a little bit of glossy accents there over his glasses. I don't know if you can see that or not. But my girls, Madison, as soon as she saw it, Mom, can I take that to Mrs. H to give to their new teacher they started last week? And I was like, yeah, sure, of course you can. So she's going to take this in and give it to her teacher. And it's really easy to mask off if you don't know how. Let me show you real quick here. I have this roll of Post-it. And what you do, you stamp the image. I roll it out here like this. I stamp. Take the stamp off, stamp it on there, you cut it out, you get a little piece like this, which is sticky on the back from the Post-it. You always want to put down the image you want up front, and then you mask over that. So I do have one of the apples. I did that, I put it on there. Then you stamp the worm, you can peel it up, then it'll look like it's on his head. Then I put it over the worm here, quickly like that. Then I stamp the book so you can see the little line back there. Then when you lift it up, it looks like he's on the books, and then it was easy to color it all in. So I wanted to give you that quick little tip today. But this, I think you can pick up like at any of your Staples or Office Max, something like that. It's just a little roll of Post-it, and it makes it really nice because it doesn't stick to your paper. Okay, and let me show you one other card or so. My next one is this one I showed for the sneak peek of the Beyond Measure. I took some watercolor paper, I took my Zig markers and put it on here, did a little bit of watercoloring, and I actually made a mistake at first. I colored, it was a bigger piece and my colors were too far apart. I was like, let me put that aside, I'll save it. And so then what I did was I took the die from the crayon and I punched them out. I stamped them actually first. I stamped the color on the paper that I did too big, and then I took the die and punched them out, ran it through my machine and got it out. And then they were already colored, so the only thing I did was took my Zig marker and I colored in and made it a little bit darker. And then I took my black pen and colored in the little parts around the crayon. It came together real simple. My bottom is from the Fancy Frames. I watercolored, then I did this one out of the Fancy Frames and stamped the sentiment on, and it was done. So it's pretty simple and quick with those dies. I just wanted to show you that one. You can see the little crayons all on there. I popped them up on some foam tape, but really super quick, and I like it. I love all the colors, the little rainbow colors. And then I still had one more card I was going to show you here. Let me bring this one in. This one is in today's hop, as you can see. I did really quick, got some papers, did the Fancy Frame dies, did two more. I got the fish from Under the Sea stamps of mine. I stamped those on there for the back. This one I watercolored some paper. This is from the Tag Essential dies, so I cut that out. This is from Under the Sea. I watercolored him with the, or I actually didn't watercolor him, I did with the Zig markers again. This is from the Fancy Frame here. I put that out, stamped a little sentiment on it, put 3 of the little sprinkles from Doodle Bugs on there. And it was pretty fast to put it together. Those dies help, and sometimes I just don't feel like turning on my machine, so they help. At first I wasn't sure about the dies, but I've come to really like them, and they make things super fast when I don't feel like turning on my machine for the day. So, but anyways, I just wanted to stop in real quick, go over a couple of my cards and show you the new dies and the one set of stamps. Those will be in the shop today. I hope you enjoy this quick little video. We'll be back again in a few weeks. I have, I think, 4 more stamps coming and 2 more dies coming out. I can't wait to share them with you. And I think that's about it. So have a good day, and I look forward to another video real soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.